Hey multi-potentialite friends, it's Emily, and look what I've got. The hardcover of How to Be Everything just arrived in the mail, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I thought it'd be fun to make a video and kind of I can show you a little bit what the inside looks like. Also, I'm currently in my makeshift office, which is actually Valerie's dye studio. We've got house guests, so I've been displaced, but that's okay because it's nice in here. Okay, so before we look at How to Be Everything, I thought I would answer 3 questions that you guys have been sending in. I've been getting these questions quite a bit. So the first is, will How to Be Everything be available in my country? The answer to that is yes. The book will be available worldwide, wherever books are sold. So check with your local bookstore or check with your country's version of Amazon. So if you're in India, it would be amazon.in. If you're in France, amazon.fr. And just search for How to Be Everything and it should come right up. The second question that I keep getting asked is, will your book be available in my language? And the answer to that is probably, hopefully. So right now, the good people at HarperCollins are working with publishers from around the world to sell the foreign rights and to get this thing translated. And I know for a fact that it's already been it's going to be translated in 5 languages. I don't know if I'm allowed to share which languages those are, so I'm going to hold off. But yes, this is in the works. And I think that a large part of this will have to do with how well the English version of the book sells. So if this does really well, then there is a much better chance that it will be translated in a ton of different languages. So, don't wait. If you're someone who really wants to read this book and you feel comfortable reading in English, then pick it up, and that will increase the odds that it will eventually come out in your native tongue. Okay, so let's take a little, the third question. The third question I've been getting is, what is the difference between How to Be Everything and Renaissance Business? So Renaissance Business is an ebook that I sell through PuttyLike, and it's not available in print, but content-wise, they're actually very different. So How to Be Everything covers how to make a living as a multi-potentialite. So it goes through all of these different ways to do it. Renaissance Business just walks you through one of those specific models. So if you're someone who knows that you want to start an online business in which you combine your many passions, get Renaissance Business. It'll walk you through that process. But if you're someone who's just like, I'm a multi-potentialite and I want to know how to make a living, I know that I want to do many different things, I don't know if I want to have a business or if I want to get a job or what that looks like, then this is the book for you. In How to Be Everything, I walk you through the 4 commonly used work models. And there are also, there are tons of examples and case studies in each of those chapters. And there are also lots of exercises that will help you take your specific interests and passions and skills and fit them into each of the 4 work models and to just kind of see what that looks like and which model might work for you. And of course, I point out that you can be a hybrid, you can mix and match these models, but just to kind of give you some guidance. So this is really kind of a comprehensive look at career, at making money as a multi-potentialite. And Renaissance Business is for people who specifically know, I want to start an online business that lets me focus on many different things. Hopefully that answers that question. Okay, so now let's take a look inside. This isn't the best lighting for this, but we'll see what we can do. Actually, go like this. Okay, I'll just kind of flip through a little bit. Oh no, that's really working. I'll show you some specific pages. So that's a fun one. I'm not the best illustrator, but I thought it would be fun to draw a few diagrams for for this book, and I actually think they turned out quite nicely. Let me find a few to show you. Here we go. That's a fun one. So yeah, there you have it. How to Be Everything comes out May 2nd in most places. And you can pre-order it now at howtobeeverything.com. If you pre-order it by May 1st, you will get some sweet bonuses. I recorded interviews with 5 of the people who are in the book, so you'll get those. You'll also get an invitation to a live Q&A webinar with me. So that is happening a couple weeks after the book comes out, so you'll be able to read through it, take a look, write down your questions, and you can send those in and I will answer them live on the call. And that's just for people who pre-ordered the book. So yeah, you can do that now. And I'm super excited. I'm really proud of this thing. I think it's going to help a lot of people. I wrote this book because I felt like there was a serious lack of resources for multi-potentialites. You know, there are a handful of actually pretty good books about this phenomenon, you know, having many different passions, but none of them really goes into the work or money side of things very deeply. And then you've got these career planning guides that really don't address multi-potentialites at all. They help you kind of look at all of your interests and passions and pick one thing and, you know, build a career in that thing. And that's not a helpful approach for multipods. So I felt like there was kind of this gap. We just don't have very many career resources available to us. And this covers work in depth. It also goes into some of the other just common challenges that multi-potentialites face. There's a very long chapter on multi-potentialite productivity. So focusing on many projects and still making progress on those many projects, figuring out what to focus, like choosing among your interests, which is a real challenge for us, knowing when to leave something behind and move on. Those are the kind of things that I get into in that chapter. There's also a chapter on multi-potentialite insecurities and kind of the emotional side of things. So the fear of not being the best, introducing yourself, imposter syndrome, things like that. So I feel like this is a good book for someone who's like, I'm a multi-potentialite, now what? Like, how do I make this work, practically speaking? So if that sounds like you, then head over to howtobeeverything.com. And yeah, I can't wait to share this with you. I think you're going to love it. Like I said, I'm really proud of it. So, okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for just being such a wonderful community. Okay.